what's up?
Whoop, there it is. How are
Whoop,
you?
there it is. We're already plugging this shit.
You know it, son.
Nobody even fucking knows, and you're plugging this shit.
Well, how are people going to know?
I
If you
guess
don't know,
so.
you better call somebody. That's what
Yeah,
it comes down to.
Ghostbusters, motherfucker.
Um,
Why do you sound so
anyway,
far away? Why are you so quiet?
I don't think I'm that quiet. I can
Oh,
turn me up a little bit. How about maybe?
maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's
Maybe it's
me.
you. Yeah, it's probably you, bro. Like, I'm
I
usually
don't
the person blowing everyone's speakers out. So no one wants
know.
that.
You and your cackle.
Yeah, well, the
I don't even know
chicks
how to
dig
fucking
it.
turn the volume up.
That's fine. Anyway,
There we go.
this is not
Whatever.
a show about technology. This is a show about two guys and their toy cars and the heckling that occurs in between all of it.
Yeah, trying to live their best life with their toy cars.
Yeah, that's about it, bro.
Trying
You
the
know?
best toy car life possible.
Yo, I feel like I already won today.
You won
Kevin,
today.
yeah, Kevin Hebert heckled my body. All right. And mind you, like he could heckle my lack of guns. He could heckle, whatever he might want to. But he heckled me and my creased wing strut. That is not right. All right. I understand it's a little creased. It's okay. It might have taken a tumble. This body's hit the wall about 15 times. It's all right. So for a practice body, this is actually pretty top notch for me.
So where do you heckle you at? Facebooks?
Yeah, on the Facebooks, it's all
Uh,
right, man.
okay.
I was talking about how I was working on my inner peace and balance, and
Eh,
people weren't zen. That's okay,
okay.
you know.
No. All right.
So
They weren't living that zeitgeist life.
yeah. Anyway, um, so what's happening with you since we've talked last? What
Hmm.
happened?
The only thing I happened is I went to the Miami Grand Prix,
How was
and
that?
man, I like the
Uh,
track. I really do like the track.
yeah, dude. I like a lot of tracks. Doesn't mean I want to go back. So
So
the reality is, I think that this event is a hard pass. No one's going to go there next year,
I don't know.
and
All these European guys keep fucking showing up.
yeah, they should show up because they're here basically for other things.
Well, you
Let's
know
put
what
it that
was
way.
funny is about from what I understand from the gas race, right? They were supposed to have four qualifiers.
Uh-huh.
They were only able to run three because they took too long on lunch.
Bro, you only run three because you're a clown and you don't know how to run your program. That's why you only run three. All right,
But yeah,
like
there was a lot of like spraying the track in the afternoon, and then it's just it's the thing is that the people that run the thing, I think, have the best intentions to putting on a good race. They just don't have enough. They need like those people who like kind of bring it all together that are really kind of the driving force. You know what I mean? Like, like I don't know, like kind of like at Jackson. You know, you guys got Al or
Yep. That's
Al,
Al.
Al. Yeah, you got fucking Al. You know, and Al fucking like he makes it all kind of come together, right? And so they don't really have an Al. They just kind of have a bunch of guys who are just kind of like, well, we have this track and we want to have a race.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if I gotta spray the track, I guess I could, but I don't know. I don't really want to. And it's like, you know, and then like also if you're not Italian, even though I'm Italian, I'm not Italian
You're not
Italian.
Italian enough, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, you got to be fucking be able to speak fluently Italian. You definitely get no love. Like it's there's a heavy Italian bias there. So, but anyway,
Hmm.
I don't know. It's all good. But I love the track. The facility's great. I mean, you're at the fucking speedway. All you hear is cars going by or bikes or whatever, and it's just yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one. It's a hard race to like really enjoy yourself. And then, you know, I got my shit pushed in so bad that it was fucking ridiculous. So I mean,
Oh wow, let's talk about that real quick. So,
I
um,
don't know how you can run four run tires and go faster than any other run you've ever made, or how
are
you can
are
go
you
three run tires and go 4 seconds faster.
okay? Are you starting a tire conspiracy? Were these the
No,
same tires as the world's?
N- I don't know. They're hot race tires.
Oh, I think those are hot
I mean,
race too.
I just don't get how like you don't fall off.
Well, it's called skill. That's
I
actually what it is.
I then I got none of it because I fucking I mean, I qualified fourth, I finished fourth.
Mhm.
I mean, I was I kind of was right where I needed to be. But yeah, the yeah, and I got taken out two of my AAA mains, so that didn't help either.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some 13-year-old kid fucking
Oh,
raped me.
wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
was he lapping you?
No, like so in the first in A2, like he blew the fucking sweeper and I got right up next to him,
Mm.
made a fucking move, and then he fucking just ran me over.
Hmm.
And I was just like, yeah. And
Yeah.
then A3, he got hung up on the pipe and then I don't know, he did something and he came out. When he came out from the getting hung up on the pipe, he just fucking doored me and flipped me over.
So, is this a European X-ray driver?
Yeah, he's the guy who actually TQ'd the 8 scale over Grenier.
Okay.
So the kid's pretty fast,
You think?
but
Huh?
a little courtesy.
Yeah, a
We'll
little
appreciate it.
savagery.
Yeah, a
Okay.
little hey, oh my bad. Would have
Uh-huh.
gone a long way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just want to you're gonna get fucking punched in the face one day. You know?
Well, next time just, deliver him up and then just yell Prego. He might like that. So,
So anyway.
well, that's interesting. I'm sorry to hear that it was that much of a shit show. Um,
I mean, think about this. You spend all morning Friday. You go to the track. You get there, and you got your shit set up. And you're racing. You're
mhm.
practicing.
Yeah,
Practice for 5 hours.
that's a lot of practice, bro.
Yeah, 5 hours of practice, and then they spray the track.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that happened.
No, hold on. Were you at the track at 3 a.m.?
No, I was at the track like around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
So you weren't at like the Psycho Nitro Blast and up all night running
No,
something.
no,
No?
no, 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 no.
Okay.
Got there, like
Were
I said,
you were you at
pit set up by
Snowbirds and
10.
you were running oval and
Nope,
then you decided to run road course?
nope, nope, no,
Oh, okay.
no,
Interesting.
no. Got there around 10, ran 5 hours of practice. 2 o'clock, decided to spray the track in
Well,
the
that
afternoon.
sounds pretty dialed, bro. I
I
like it.
mean, it fucking gets dark at 6. Like,
Well,
again, I love the track. It's a great place, but fuck.
yeah.
It just
Hey,
needs
what?
like
How
it
about
just needs
this?
somebody. It needs know what it needs. It needs Dave Veer to fucking step up and run this shit.
I was
'Cause these
actually
new
going to
road division.
suggest why don't you like run the sprayer for them?
I don't. They didn't even have it. They were building it.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, like they had to build their own sprayer. Like they didn't. Like they. I don't even know how the fuck they sprayed the track all this year. They were fucking rebuilding it or building it.
Maybe it was just equipment failure. Did
And
this
this is
occur
what's
any
even
other
better.
days?
So the sprayer that they built, the nozzles were about 3.5 feet off the ground.
They're supposed to go lower.
Okay, so they were 3.5 feet off the ground, and the wind was blowing 20.
What were they spraying? Pine
Well,
Sol?
no, yeah, no, they're not doing that. Well, they VHT, and then they tried some sugar water, and that didn't do shit. So then they went back to VHT.
All right.
But
Interesting.
I mean, you want to talk about misting the track? I mean, that
Mhm.
shit it sprayed and 2 lanes over. We're getting it all.
Nice. Well, hopefully the grip was consistent.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Hey, all I gotta say is that was your vacation time. You chose poorly. That's all.
I did. Well, I mean, fuck. I
Yeah.
don't know. So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna go back. Oh, and this is the thing. Like, so last year when we ran the race, it was new sets of tires
Yeah.
every run, like unlimited tires. You run. This time had to run 4 qualifiers and 3 A mains on 2 sets.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
dude, everything you're saying to me, I'm not surprised. You could tell me that like Godzilla showed up and took a dump on the sweeper, and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. All right, because like, yeah, it just why would you go? No offense to these guys, it just doesn't sound good. Like, and it's sadly we're in a day and age where every idiot can have an opinion. They can get on the internet and they can share their opinion. So yeah, you know, that's what you guys opening up yourself to, unfortunately.
Um, I do have to give a shout out to Will Sheffield, looking stout. He TQ'd
Will,
17.5.
I was thinking that Will was lapping you in that class, but then I realized you weren't running that class. Maybe you should
Yeah.
have ran 17.5 with Will.
I might have had a better chance. I don't know. He was pretty stout. So,
Hmm. That's
but yeah,
it's good to hear. And
yeah,
like,
because I mean, it's he's a fellow listener. He's out there driving
yeah,
his truck,
he's doing
picking
his
up
thing.
lot lizards, fucking building cars on the side. I mean,
Wow.
eating sandwiches and fucking almost dropping them. He says, "Man, you motherfuckers made me drop a sandwich one day." I'm like, "Oh shit." So anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, so shout out to listener Will. He had a good run. Ended up second overall. Uh, Sunday somebody threw a car together that was like really well prepared and gave it to some kid, and he went qualify. He was like sixth, and he
He just
ends up,
drove up
yeah, he
from
just
the
kind of
back.
just drove up, yeah. So
Mhm.
oh well, kind of got Miami snookered on that one, but hey,
Well, like the reality is, if this is a well-attended event, someone who showed up and didn't run would have been in the B main or the C main,
yeah,
but instead they were just sixth on the A
yeah,
main grid.
yeah. So anyway, but hey, it was next year. Just I can't. I have to. I fucking Vera goes. This is why I didn't go, and I'm like, motherfucker, this is your fault because you didn't talk me out of this shit. This is what friends are supposed to do.
I think it would have been great. You guys, could have like went there. You could have then like left after qualifying, went to Disneyland. It would have been fucking the best.
Disney's like 5 hours away.
I'm kidding,
Could have
dude.
went to Coral Springs and fucking
That would have been a good use of your time.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about all that, but other than I'm not even gonna say I told you so because like it sounded like it was gonna be bad to begin with, but whatever.
Yeah, when they kept changing the shit,
Yeah,
like
dude.
this changed the schedule,
Yeah, no.
and then after our podcast, they're like, "Oh, we're changing it back."
Yeah, dude. It's a clown show. No, it doesn't make sense. Like I don't know why you'd bother. It is what it is. Like,
Even the Italians that were there, they're like, "Yeah, they just kind of do their own thing. You can't really like, yeah." It was,
anyway,
oh well.
that's all right. It's okay, man. Like shit happens.
Hmm.
Um, as long as you learn the lesson that just go somewhere else next time.
Yeah,
Um,
I learned some
I-
things about the car, so that was fun.
okay,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
that's good. This past, I guess 2 weeks ago, I ran on a Saturday, and I got to run. I ran two cars,
Mm-hmm.
and one car's in a little bit of disrepair right now. It's all right. So
Snow shock.
that's fine. Anyway, I ran two cars, and one car has an alloy chassis,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one has a carbon chassis.
Yep. Did the
And
carbon car do work?
the carbon car did work for a bit. All right. This carbon car did the most laps ever, and at that track and that layout, from what I understand, I did a 44 like 607 or something with this car, and I probably could have went faster. Like especially if I did it round one versus round two. Um, and then this other car, it did a faster lap. The alloy car went faster on physical lap speed, and like if you look down the line, like 10th, like the top 10 was normally faster from this car, but it was just a bit bananas at times. And so one of the things I figured out in the last hour or so before the show was my weight balance was not really where it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
And so my rear was about 51% and my front was about 49%. And so like the biggest problem is I was going through a cross town, and for the life of me, there was almost nothing I could do to prevent the car from basically just spinning out. It almost looked like a a foam tire black carpet spin out.
Okay.
And if you just like let the weight transfer too much to the front, it just killed itself. So,
Okay.
Anyway, I finally figured out what the solution was, and how to work around it. And but I raced without that solution, and but yeah, I still learned some things. And this afternoon I've been moving some weight around,
Yeah.
and so what I'm planning on doing, and I took the weight. I already put the other set of weight aside, but basically I'm going from running a 6K, which you might be able to see. It's upside
Yeah.
down, whatever. 6K, and I'm going to be running an 8K.
Why?
Big sticks, baby. Big sticks.
Why do you need big sticks?
Dude, there's no grip. Doesn't matter. Let the fucking car roll around. Big sticks will
Yeah, but
carry more voltage longer through the run.
yeah, and because you have no grip, you're just spinning your tires anyway. So what the fuck does it matter?
Dude, it's 21.5. You ain't spinning no fucking tires, all right?
Yeah, you are. It's rubber tire
Nah,
on carpet. There's tire spin.
nah. Anyway, so I'm working on engineering my weight placement right now, and I got this big stack of weights here.
So I got a
And
question. So you're gonna put this 8,000 and you're gonna balance this shit out and you're gonna put all
yep,
this fucking weight in it. And then when you go to say snowbirds, what are you gonna stick you're gonna run then?
run the same fucking stick, kid.
And at snowbirds,
Hell
where the
yeah.
grip will be 4 times the amount of the none you have now.
No, it won't. It won't,
Nah?
bro.
No?
Snowbirds, the grip sucks balls, dude.
All right.
Dude, the whole reason. So I'm running these two cars for a reason right now. All right, because ultimately, they're almost the same speed. Okay, one car is really good in like the morning. The carbon car is ridiculous in the morning, and the carbon car is also super easy to drive. Like you can put a serious run in with it. And then the alloy car is a little faster. I definitely got to, the weight bias change is going to help me a lot. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll just see what happens. So, yeah, and like I got some tricks I'm going to throw out the carbon car to pull it
Oh,
out of the track.
tricks.
Yeah, I got some
Tricks.
tricks. And
Tricks. Shit, tricks are for kids, son.
no, they're not. But yeah, so we'll see. But kind of excited. And hey, the only reason I'm really excited is because I'm running tires on the front end and there's no glue. That's why I care to run this, because the whole glue game is to me the most miserable
worst.
thing in RC.
Yeah, the
So
worst.
anyway, and if folks hadn't seen this before, let me bust out. I know people like the sharing. And so let me just bust out something to show you guys these new weights. Maybe you've seen them from EA, maybe you haven't already.
EA's got the
So
weights.
yeah. All right, here we go. I can make this one big somehow. Nope, not me. Nope. There we go. Anyway, so here's the weights. So a lot of people have seen this sort of weight from EA before. Okay. And this is the skinny version of his
7
rectangular one.
grams.
Yeah, this is 7 grams. This is what I would run in my 12 scale in between the two layers of the 812. Okay. So then if you take, and I don't have another one of these free at the moment, but if you were pretend that this thing multiplied itself, then you'd have this weight right here. So he made a double wide version of his weight, which is pretty cool. And so this is like a 14-gram jobber because it's nice and skinny. And then he also has the thick boys. So the current plan is to run this much weight on the front of the car, which is roughly, I don't know, 81.5 grams before I add any tape to it. So yeah, those are my thick boys right there.
Oh boy.
And yeah, it should be fun. I don't know, like what's the worst thing that'll happen? Worst thing.
You'll be normal.
Worst thing happens, the car sucks. Who cares?
Oh, we switched that. There we go.
Yeah, we fixed that back. But worst thing happens is it sucked. Like the best thing happens, I go faster. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Try new things.
All right. So you racing this weekend? I take it Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, and somehow or another between now and Saturday, I got to build a 12 scale also, or I got
Yeah,
to resurrect a 12 scale. One of the two.
you've been lacking on the 12 scale.
Well, I did something, and I feel like I'm running like a Make-A-Wish program. I'm just kind of kidding about this. The 12 scale I've run for the last since November of 2020 is no longer in my possession.
Oh, where'd it go?
It went to Detroit, Michigan,
Oh, wow.
and it was ran this past weekend by somebody. And he didn't win. It's okay. Took a little while to get the car on the track, but I'm trying to encourage people who used to be 12 scale racers to come back into the fold. Find a different class for them to go terrorize people in. And yeah, so
So you gave the person whose name I cannot mention a 12 scale?
I sent him my old 12 scale. I said, "Here, run this thing."
Really?
Kind of like when I sent you a touring car. Remember that?
Yeah, really? That guy?
Yeah, yeah, that guy.
No shit.
Yeah, that guy.
I
Anyway,
thought he was busy watching hockey games and shit.
I don't know if we're talking about the same person, but that's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, so there's that car's gone, and so I got a fresh kit. But what I actually want to do is build up a 13.5 car, and I'm just going to try to do as many things as I wouldn't normally do
Okay.
because my 13.5 program is hurting. So I got all the things ready, and I just have to go do it. But first, I wanted to move some weight, and then I got to mount some bodies, and then I can go build a 12 scale. So
Don't you have like 5 12 scales?
I do, but I'm just saying that none of those are any good, so I got to start over again. And then dude, you try again. You just realize that one's no good, so let's go try something else. All right, last thing to share, because sharing's caring.
Uh-oh. We're sharing today. This is
Yeah,
a sharing program.
sharing session. Yep. And so this bad boy just showed up. I don't know how to make this. I don't know how to do this faster. Sorry, guys.
You got a fat
Anyway,
bodies?
no, yeah, I got a fat bodies. What are you, high? Anyway,
Shit's dope, yo.
okay. Anyway, so guess what this body is? Just look at it and guess.
It's an oval body.
Nope.
No? New touring car
Nope.
bike?
Can you read what that says?
Not really. Oh, is this the new LR or JR, whatever?
No, it isn't. But that we should talk about that because this actually looks the same to that.
Yeah.
Here, this is actually the protoform body that's illegal.
How's it illegal?
Well, it doesn't pass Roar Tech, just like every other body.
Oh,
So
okay.
anyway, yeah. So this is the protoform body that doesn't pass Roar Tech,
Okay.
and so I'm going to try that. And just it's fun to try things, man. Variety is the spice of life sometimes. So we'll try
So
something else.
we had the when I was at Beachline a few weeks back,
Mhm.
there was a couple guys. I know Rich Bowmler ran it. I think Furman ran it. They liked it in 20. I think Furman ran it in 21.5, but he ran the
Mhm.
Wolverine in 17. I
Yep.
think Bowmler had it on for 21.5, but then ended up going back to the Wolverine.
Mhm.
So um, I've seen it run. No one's only one I've ever seen kind of like play with it more than anyone. It would probably be Furman.
Yeah.
Um, However, he doesn't necessarily. I don't think he's necessarily sold on it either.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, everybody deserves one battery pack. So this one will get one battery pack, maybe two, and we'll give it a shot. Whatever.
Okay.
I hear it's nice and light, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Um,
There's the new what is it? LP? Is it LP?
I think it's
New
a well, actually, here's the name of it. It's a Protoform P63,
no. I'm talking about the
not
new body
G63.
company.
Oh, I don't know this new body company. Can tell me more.
It's LP. It's or something like that.
LP, like,
At Lens Products or some shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the thing that Hagberg was flexing with
Yeah,
a
he
few days
was. I
ago?
don't know how he liked it, but
Hmm.
um yeah, but yeah, that's what It's what Nicola Moroni was running, and he actually ran it at Lens Bodies, LENSBODIES. But yeah, that's what he was running at the Miami Grand Prix, and you can kind of see like the two lines.
Okay, yeah.
But
I wonder what that is as a real body though, because like even this P63, like what car has fucking?
dude, we stopped looking after real cars since like 2019.
Oh, that was
The
no,
last
dude.
thing
Like
that last thing that looked like a real car was the 410 from Biddy.
you used to have to submit little pictures, and the thing, if you kind of like squinted, it would look like it. That's real. So maybe that's bullshit.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of things that are bullshit. But
maybe that's why they
whatever.
don't
Anyway,
pass Roar. They don't look like real things.
no, that's not why.
Oh,
That's not it. Yeah. Anyway. Um.
but
Okay.
speaking of Roar,
Yes. Oh yes. Well, let's go for it.
change
How
is
about
in
this?
the air, my friend.
Ba, 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 da!
I think we
Clayton
should take
Young.
full credit for all of this.
It has nothing to do with Clayton's actual credentials, which he doesn't really have many,
Yeah.
or his hairline. I think that one's hurting too.
Yep. Gone.
Or his driving ability. Well, just look this past weekend, he got worked over.
Yep.
Anyway,
Typical
but
Roar
he's a good
president.
guy and he tries,
Yeah.
and he really tries, and that's what matters. He does say thank you for the votes as we're bagging on him.
Okay. You're welcome.
But
all
yeah,
123.
yeah, I bet there was like a bunch of guys that voted who aren't even Roar members. Probably haven't been Roar members in like 15 years.
Well,
So.
but still only 123.
Yeah. Well, no, they didn't show the ones that didn't count.
Well,
Those
it doesn't
aren't real.
matter.
So anyway.
So 123 votes.
Yeah. So like I think it was interesting that Clayton won, which shows he's like not just the people's champion. He's not just like a Marine flexing on people. Hopefully he's out there to actually go try to solve some things, which is good. And by golly, he has some questions in front of him. So just recently, Roar raised a bunch of prices.
Yeah, they went up $5.
No, it depends what you're doing. It's gone up more than $5, So let's talk about that, and then I want to give kind of 3 seconds of because there was a bunch of great questions that were raised. They were unfortunately smeared by some other just like terrible kind of language. So I'm going to read some of the questions though because I think they're great questions. But the changes that occurred. We're going to just do a little screen share. Let's see, bada boom, bada bing.
Do we have to share this?
Well, it's fun
you can
to
just
see.
read them.
It's too late. I already shared it. All right. So anyway, November 30th.
Oh, this
blah,
is
blah,
fun.
blah. All right. So, travel related costs, aka vacations, have gone up. All right. Individual membership is $30 now. Additional family, I'm sorry, 40. Additional family is 25. Single event is now 30. Tracker clubs have to pay 75, and affiliates, aka manufacturers, have to pay 200 now, up from 100 for your stuff to not get certified.
Approved. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so the fun part to me was that there was a post made by Joe DePinto, and there were some good questions in here. He asked the question of, well, when was the last time Roar published a financial report? I don't know the answer. How much money's in Roar's account? When was the last time the rules were updated? When was the last time the website was updated?
Well, it just was.
Yeah. That's true. When will Roar be paying out more money to tracks hosting nationals? Will they be hiring somebody to mail out membership cards? And my biggest question is, what is Roar planning on doing with the increased revenue? Will they use the money to hire a PR company to promote our hobby? Are they paying more money to RMT that runs nationals? And then says, do any of you know that RMT is subcontracted by Roar? Do you know what Roar pays the fee to the subcontractor? Blah 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 blah. It's an interesting rant, and it is unfortunately uh, mixed up with some frustration and anger, and he lost earning a track hosting fee of another $1,000 because he threw somebody off the property, yada yada yada. And so all that stuff's unfortunate, but it's like there's a lot of real questions there. And I hope Clayton doesn't implode in the first days, or get assassinated in the first few days of being Roar president. He might need to get a bodyguard. What do you think, Mangler?
Could Jeff Parker might fucking come after him.
That is true. I could see that. You know how they used to have that like claymation where they'd have like two like fictitious or maybe real celebrities like have celebrity death match.
Yeah.
That could be fun. Like we could do that with those two guys.
Roar death match.
Yeah, Roar death match. That could be pretty good.
There you go.
Anyway, and look, here's the real question.
The best one I ever saw of that was Eddie Vedder versus the Creed guy, Scott. What's his?
Okay.
And then and it was like he was. And again, they're punching each other and they're like throat punching each other, and he's like, "Give me back my voice." And the other guy's like, "It's my voice too."
And it would be fun to see like what is the increased revenue that even the election bring, because like look, this guy here, Anthony's saying, I joined just to vote for Clayton, and so that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Like Clayton,
thanks, Anthony.
Clayton convinced guys to drop their
Roar.
hard-earned $20, $30, $40, whatever it is, to join Roar. It's like basically the price of a set of tires. But yeah, it's interesting, and so it's good to see, and hopefully hopefully the trust that he's earned from people is repaid back in the things that he does. So I think we'll all give Clayton at least a week or so
before
we start publicly beating him down. But the reality is Clayton knows this too. We're going to give him as much of a hard time as anyone would give anybody.
Yeah, no free passes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that he might run the same car as me, or be like an ugly white dude like me. We're not going to give him any passes here.
No.
He's going to have to earn his little respect back. Because now we can just lump him with the rest of the Roar guys. Got to cause some change first.
Right.
Otherwise, just another Roar guy. So.
I mean, I guess the one interesting thing that did come out of some of that was that I didn't realize that the RMT was a contracted service out to Jeff Parker, and then Jeff Parker sends other people the money, pays them with a 1099. Didn't realize all that was working.
I don't know if that's how that works. I'm not saying
allegedly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know. Don't necessarily care. But
well, it does make a difference though if it is the case.
Yeah, sure.
So.
And I guess the reality is, all that we really care about is, does something change in a positive way? That's all we really care about. Like, hey, are the rules going to get out there, whether they're perfect or not? Clayton could make 4 steps backwards by publishing rules, but as long as the rules are identified as maybe wrong or incorrect or something, and there's a process to change them, that's audited and they get changed, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
And I've even encouraged him to do something crazy, like, hey, maybe he should have the Roar meeting in a forum like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's broadcast this bitch.
Yeah. And I think
we can commentate on the side, like, ooh, that's a bad comment from.
No, they probably won't even let you do that, and that's fine.
We could be like golf announcers. Ooh, that's not very
No,
good
no,
there.
no. What we could do, we could have such great content. We could have a watch along.
Yeah.
So you just sit there and you watch it, and you just start back. It would be like Mystery Science
Science
Theater
3000,
3000.
exactly.
It'd be fucking amazing. I wouldn't even want to hear what they're saying. I would just be like making fun of the guy's shirt half the time. Anyway, it's fine. But it is what it is.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be
I have
awesome.
a penis on my forehead.
Wait a minute, I do. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Other things that I had found out in the last few weeks. So there was some Europeans in town for like 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
The Schumacher boys came over.
Yeah.
They ran at the Florida Carpet Champs,
Yep.
and then they went to Cleveland. And these guys went to Cleveland for 2 weeks, bro.
Yo, that's.
They're
I mean,
they're probably
as a
married
European,
off already.
I mean, as a being stuck in Cleveland for 2 weeks is not bad enough. It's stuck in Cleveland during the winter
Yeah.
for 2 weeks, and
I-
like that's just
I'd
fucking
like to
horrible.
know if they went to the menopause lounge. Does anyone know?
They
That
had
would be
to have.
great.
They had to
So,
have.
but one of the things that I hear, and so I hear this on pretty good word, is that the Schumacher boys, after the first weekend of carpet off-road racing, they put a phone in, and they had 2 new cars sent out, like prototype cars sent out for Orlowski for the off-road version of the Cleveland race, and he seemed pretty dominant with them. I don't know if anyone here in the calling area, anyone who's listening to the podcast, share something if you might know something. Did you see the car? Did you get a screenshot of it or a picture of it or whatever it is?
So they were
'Cause
like, "Oh, this black carpet shit's real, and we need to have prototypes."
they changed something. Yes.
Well, but didn't he just run? He ran the Florida race and did very
Yeah.
well down there,
Sure.
but he needed
you
more.
You can always do better.
All right.
And so, look, Barron says, I was there. I didn't realize he had a new car. He was sitting right behind me. Ah! Anyway, yeah.
That's a fail.
Well, and the reality is he might
have
had
Of course, the problem
one
is
car there, like pulled a Masami.
Yeah.
Like there's a car sitting there and he's just smiling. And then, they walk up with another car.
Well, so here's the thing. It's a fucking Schumacher. How many times have you fucking seen a Schumacher?
That is true.
Like, how would you know it was different? Because there's like 7 in like the entire United States, and so
That is
like
true.
you would have no idea what was new or different because it's a fucking Schumacher. Now, if you saw like an Associated or a Losi or something that was completely different, you're like, oh well, there's fucking there you go.
You might know then.
It looks like a
Yeah.
Predator now, or that. Remember that Predator car? That was fucking pretty pimp
I
back
do.
in the day.
I do.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying.
You know who the guys that did the Predator?
The your
The
little
Will
bodies
Speed guys.
people. Yeah, your Will Speed guys. Yeah.
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 So anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah. Oh wow, look at this from John Barron. That explains why he started with a bit of struggle and then came out of nowhere and laid the beat down. I don't know about explains, but it probably takes a few packs to get the car in. And I don't know what the practice was like at the event because I unfortunately ran out of vacation time. I wanted to go, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
I don't think you'll ever have enough vacation time for the races that you want to go to.
Someday I will.
When you're no longer working.
Something like that.
When Corsa Tech fucking takes off. Yo, kid.
So what
hey, yo, kid. If you need a pit guy,
oh, we're gonna need pit guys, son. This is gonna be the best.
I just need a plane ticket, yo. Oh, I'll fucking.
Right. I'll just run in Florida. It'll be simpler. Yeah, I think it'll be simpler. Anyway, yeah. Do you know what 1 hour is?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Is 1 hour? Is 1 hour like if this is the clock face?
Yeah.
Is 1 hour a whole revolution?
Nope.
Or is it just one? Okay. All right. Good. Just checking. Right.
Now, the very first time somebody had me do the nitro engine, they're like, I need an hour.
Yep. Uh-huh. That's why I said this.
But I learned.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You mean 10 minutes?
Mm. So, and that's really interesting that John's saying that practice sucked. I mean, it was minimal. It sounds very European, like where there's no practice.
Yeah.
And maybe it's my American roots of wanting to just run endless packs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, that's sad to hear. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
Who cares?
Anyway, yeah, I wasn't there, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, other thing, I won't share this because it's not really open yet. Apparently, entries are supposed to open up any minute now for
No, 5 p.m.
the.
East. I thought it was Eastern time.
Okay, could be. Any minute now for the Roar Carpet On-Road Nationals, which will be in lovely Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is just slightly south of Nashville. Oh, it is open now. Let's see. We got race entries. Is anyone signed up? There are no one signed up. Oh, Livermore and Keith Keller and Andy Brooks, they took the TQs in prospective classes of signing up. So congrats to those guys. That's cool. But yeah, I'm really excited to go back to EA's track. Super nice. I'm also I think I would like to start a betting pool, and we might have to see if we can get this on FanDuel or something like this. I want to try to figure out, can Joe Trandell win his 4th straight national event in stock 12 scale?
Ooh.
So Joe's done it with a Roche, and then the last 2 years with an Automatics car. I'm wondering if he can come back and do it one more time.
Well, how many times would this be for Sam and Mod?
It's a lot. His first one was in 17, so I'll use my thumbs. So 17, 18, 19, 20.
Was there a
Because we
20?
had 20
Okay.
was at EA's race.
Okay.
I got on a plane and I looked left and I looked right. I'm like, why the fuck's everyone wearing a mask? And yeah, so that was 20.
Yeah.
And then 21 was Coastal.
Okay.
And then 22 was what was the track?
You were
I know
just
I was
there.
there. I
It
know.
was
Where was
it
it?
was Texas.
Oh yeah, Texas. So he's so far 6 in a row.
Going for 7.
Yeah, going for 7. We'll see.
This is like he's like the
Yeah.
fucking Jimmy Johnson of. Do we want to count the asphalts in there too?
No, because he hasn't won that many. Oh, and here we go. Look at this. Here comes the smack talk. Don't know. Dave Johnson says he's running.
Oh, is this who got the car?
Maybe. Anyway,
Ah.
so we'll see what happens. But yeah.
Maybe he can hit you with a nice fade in return. That's what you need.
Oh, I could use like some lines.
You
cut
need a
in the
nice
back.
fade. Yeah, you need a fade, kid.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get
Or
that shit faded up.
like a skullet. That would be pretty good.
Ooh, we're gonna go that route.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
so we'll see. Yeah. So entries are open now for the race at EA's. The dates are
7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th,
7th
12th.
is an optional practice day, which means it's mandatory, and then it's 8th, Thursday the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know if that's actually the. Let's look at the flyer. The race is brought to you by Crybaby Racing.
Oh, great.
Which is great.
No, 7th is a Tuesday.
Okay, yeah. The 8th is the Wednesday, and it is on
Yeah.
the flyer as the 8th.
Yeah.
Which is open practice, but the track would request a $10 fee, which
might as
sounds
well.
pretty great for $10.
Yeah.
I'd gladly pay $10 for awesome track racing action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's a thing, and we.
Speaking of another thing that's got an official announcement
Yes.
was the Worlds.
Was it official?
Yeah.
Where? Is it on IFMAR's website?
I don't know. I thought that was official.
I don't know, dude. Like, people tell us things that aren't really official all the time. So
And we think they are.
yeah, dude, we think they are. It's fine.
We're privy to
Uh,
good information sometimes.
yeah. People share things. I'm gonna go check the IFMAR calendar.
If Mark, okay,
ifmar.org/calendar. And 2023, it says changed, but yes, it is listed. World Championships 12 scale in Florida, December 4th to December 9th. And those dates would be a Monday to a Saturday, which is a little interesting, but it's a Monday to a Saturday. So, and that will be at lovely
Beachline.
Beachline Raceway.
Mhm.
So, which you already got a little running in on.
Yeah.
And unglued front tires and 12 scale. What more could you ask for? I don't think that will work at this event,
Well,
but
they'll
you
have a
never
whole
know.
new carpet and everything. So
Yeah. My only real question is, what will be the specified tire for the event? That's my only question.
let's hope it's Jayco BSR.
Why? Because America.
Now
America.
I heard today, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but using the term America is racist.
I don't think it's racist. It just shows that we're stupid.
I don't know. I didn't know. I'm asking. Like
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
bro. I don't
Like,
know.
there's things I can't say anymore. I get it, and I respect those things that I
Well,
cannot say
at
anymore.
least you won't say it on the internet.
Well, whatever. But what I'm saying is that I was told that America
Mhm.
is racist.
Maybe.
So
Could be.
anyway,
And Chris, if they were CRC tires, it's the same
same
tire, so I'd be
tire
fine
as
with it.
Jayco BSR. Yeah. So
Yeah, it'd be fine. It's just the
yeah,
only difference is the rears would be different. Depending upon which
your shit
rim
would
you
be
got.
white.
Yeah, actually, that's fine. I could see it better when I turn. I'd be happy with that. So anyway,
But I can't use
I
those fucking pimp ass Fabio carbon discs for the front.
he'll make some other ones. It'll be fine, but I don't think you'll need it. So, oh, and Crowder's saying I know it will be
Then
a
why?
CRC. Well,
No, no,
like
no. I think he
Florida
knows.
man.
No, no, no. I think he knows that they're the
Oh, they're the
same.
same.
Not saying that
Oh,
he knows that it's going to be
okay.
CRC.
All right. I don't know. I was hoping Florida man had like a real insider story for us.
No,
So,
no, no, no,
yeah.
no.
All right. Well, anyway.
Anyway, exactly.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. So interesting point. But yeah,
yeah.
so we have those dates coming up. The only date we don't have
Is when the paved
Auto
Roar Nationals
Nationals.
will be.
Yeah.
They're probably going to skip it. I don't think anyone wants to host the race.
Well, I don't know about that.
Okay, we'll see.
I
I don't
just
know.
would like. I'd like to get some confirmation done.
Oh yeah, where do you think it is? If you don't know about that,
I don't know
spread
about that.
rumors. I like
No,
rumors.
no, I'm good.
What do you mean?
Speaking of new asphalt tracks,
Hold
though,
on, hold on. Are you
what?
gonna host it in the parking lot at your condo complex?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, all downhill and fucking full of potholes. Yeah,
Sounds pretty dialed to me.
yeah. But the new Finish Line Raceway. Shout out to my friend out there, David Mayhew, with his new fabulous, beautiful new track that he built like in like a week.
I think
When the
they've been
dude gets
working on
things
it for
done,
a
he gets
few
things done.
weeks.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like so that should be home for the 2024 Roar Paved Nationals, I think, in lovely
Do you,
Baker Tucky, California.
do you think it's not possible to do it for
This
this
year?
year?
Yeah,
Because it wasn't a track early enough?
right. And I don't think it's a Roar track, and there's a lot of they got to put bids in, and they've already. I think they've sent an offer out. They just haven't made an announcement of the fucking thing.
Mhm. Okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah.
All right.
But anyway, beautiful track. It's 160 by no
135 by
5 by
60.
60. Yeah, that's it.
So it's Jackson sized.
Oh,
And
it's
it
all of you. It's got curbs. The curbs are movable though.
say
He's got,
what?
yeah, those curbs are custom made and you can move them around to wherever he wants.
Custom made. So are they like so the only place that has things like that is NorCal, and Eric Vesuvin has a metal-based curbs, and they had one um, at Speed World. So
Could
yeah,
be.
possibly that's it.
Yeah. But I know
Yeah,
he
the
had
the
them
track
made.
does look nice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, the track looks very nice, and it's honestly the same colors as Jackson, which is pretty funny to me. Um, and they have a pool on the right-hand side,
Yeah.
and so that's all you need to know. That is where your car needs to go fast. And we're going to this race. I've never been to this track, but your car has to go fast around that pool if you want to do well this race.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you.
All right.
So, but yeah, they have a few like little cutouts in the track. It looks like they can do a few different layouts,
Yep.
which is very important. And they do have a barrier on the back straight. I can tell, or at least it appears they do,
Mm-hmm.
which is also pretty important. So,
Yes. Yeah.
but
Looks
yeah,
good.
yeah, cool.
David always does shit first class.
Yeah, nice. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. And what he needs to do is open up a carpet track. That's what we really need.
He used to have that.
I know. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
because
But he
like
only ran oval
there
on
is
it.
that's fine. There is no carpet track, realistically, permanent, um, between Denver and well, actually, there's one in like Southern Oregon has one. And there's also one in like middle of Oregon that has one.
Doesn't
But
there one
those are
like
the only
nowhere
two.
Arizona?
That's not carpet. It's like this
Oh, that's
weird.
the one that JC Penney's is the sealed concrete. Didn't
Yeah,
Fit
yeah.
didn't A Main Hobbies have one?
They did, but they had to fold that up. And they're moving it down like the road. They're building a brand new building. They're going to have, massive tracks there. It's just that they lost the momentum. So I'm
Okay.
assuming next winter they'll have one, or
Okay.
like 23 October they should
Right.
hopefully have one.
All right.
So, but yeah, it should be interesting.
Okay.
See what happens.
Good deal.
What else is
Oh, I
going
saw
on?
something else. I also saw something interesting. Uh, Rubens Barrichello, remember old Rubens?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He won the Brazilian stock car championship over the weekend in a race at the final. They had the final race at Interlagos,
Nice.
and I've never seen Brazilian stock car racing before.
Do they just look like normal stock cars?
No, they're kind of like they're more like Australian V8 supercars.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah.
they don't suck. Okay, cool.
No. And so anyway, but like I was searching through some racing action over the weekend, just seeing what's out there. And old Rubens Barrichello is the 2022 champion. Like, this motherfucker's still racing? Like,
Hey, people can't get enough. That's
no.
fine.
Uh,
Maybe what we should do is end with some racing action from 180 Raceway,
oh
sponsored
yeah, we
by
had the
Automatics.
Winter Warrior
Winter
race.
Warrior race, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's bust open one more share, and this track. I think if you don't know about this track yet, you're not an on-road racer. And so, generally, some of the fastest guys in the country, doesn't matter the brand
Mm-mm,
you're running, you're going to go there and you're going to catch a beat down.
pretty much.
And so some of the classes, the turnout was a little light, which was sad, but
Yeah.
we
Big
saw
action
some
in 21.5 touring car.
yeah, that was the class to watch, along with some of the Funster classes. So 12 scale, 13.5, like only had three guys, which isn't amazing. But if you look at the three guys that were there, look at these qualifying times: 63, 805, 212 to a 214.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous. All right.
that's sick.
Yeah, I don't know what these guys were doing all these other runs where they kind of failed,
Yeah,
but ignoring that, um, a 212 to a 214 to take the TQ, that's pretty crazy.
that's
Uh,
heartbreaking almost.
yeah, it is.
Like,
And
you can't even see that.
nah, dude, like if you fart, a fart is longer than that. All right, that's the reality. And if you measure things in farts, that's less than a fart, bro. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's
And then 12 scale stock, similar people running, slightly different results. It looks like there was a nice little battle initially with Fabio and Trandell, and they swapped it back and forth. And it was only about 5 seconds between them by the end of it. And Mark traveled out from Texas. He's rocking his Roche car, and they passed him a few times. And
okay.
then Brian Wynn was there with his, I'm assuming, running the new inline car. And Brian had a better run in GT12, but yeah. Anyway, and this is just qualifying.
Which you
And
were the
so
defending champ of and didn't go.
in GT12, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, so in 21.5 touring car, John Dixon grabs TQ for the second year in a row.
Mm-hmm.
He also did another thing for the second year in a row, but we won't talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. G qualified second. He pulled that in the last round. Xavier was third. Robbie Dodge was fourth. So it looks like the X-Ray guys figured something out in round 4. And then Roland was up there, fifth. Livermore, sixth. Our president, seventh. Manny Flores doing something good in the last round. Brent doing something good in the last round. And Miles hanging tough there out of a third round qualifier. And then there's probably a bunch of sad guys in the B main, but it was well attended, at least in this class, with 23 entries, which is great. Front wheel drive was in attendance. Arvin Nano basically doing the same run in qualifier 1 and 4, taking the TQ by about 2 seconds over his teammate Mark Tampson. Sean Spangler, Jesse Castro, and Chuck Edwards. A lot of this is starting to become a stranglehold class here at 180, which is cool. Then they had a GT12 180 spec, which is foam tire and a very old handout motor from Gravity a long time ago. Cool little motor. And our buddy here, Al Sedano, he grabbed the TQ by just about 2 seconds, a second and a half over Brian Wynn. Casey Young, track owner, he was third. Jake Burden, always fast out there. Matt Abbey running 12 scale, that's cool. Tom Kaiser, Luther Griffin, Perry Caswell drove up. Steve Pope, Rex Rose. So there was, some travelers from this race. This is pretty cool. Some guys driving up the coast to hang out in Maryland for the weekend. And then we had some mod touring. Robbie Dodge, I'd say being 4 seconds behind Sam Isaacs in qualifying is almost a win. Jeff Rowland, unfortunately, a lap and a bit back. And Ray McCoy. And then USGT, Manny Flores, no surprise. Right on his heels, Carl Huffmeister. And then Matt Abbey, Trent, and Greg. And then VTA, what do we got? Greg again, Glenn, Omar, Spangler, Tampson. VTA is another big class here at 180. And then I think there were some problems with the results because they ran like the mains in a weird order. I don't know if they fixed the actual results yet. Let's go to the AAA results. So this is wrong here. The overall number is pretty close though. So G took the win. He won the second and third race that they ran, but it ended up showing as A1 and A2. They ran A3 first for some reason. Don't know why. Jeff Rowland got second. He was the winner of A1. And Robbie Dodge rounded out the podium in third. And Xavier, I don't know if this is the rest. This is not the right finishing order, but
good run from Rowland.
Jeff Rowland got second. That's a big win. It's not a win, but it's pretty darn close. Yeah. I got second at that race once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
And
you and Fairtrace were there. No, I was right behind Robbie Dodge a few years ago. Yeah, it was good times. Okay. I had fun. Anyway,
I
Um,
don't really remember.
yeah, that's fine. You were getting a beat down.
No,
It's
okay.
okay.
All
And
right.
then Trot is calling Manny a sandbagger. Kind of true. And but yeah, that's it.
All right.
And then some of the other winners, we'll look at the triples. Al Sedano choked. He ended up getting second. Or no, he got third. Oh no, these are all wrong again. I think Sedano got second. We won't look at the triple results because they're all wrong. But
All right.
yeah, good time had by many. And then
Good.
other people, they got a taste of
Yeah.
racing at 180.
This is the
So
race where if you win, you get a sword. You win weaponry.
yes,
Yeah. Oh, you have one. You have your sword.
yes,
I take it you
and
had to
it's
get that shit back to you.
yeah, bro, it's really heavy. All right, this is ridiculous. This is a real fucking sword. All right, this is not that sharp, but it could still cut something. All right, you hit it hard enough, you could cut something. Like this will not like here's my simple mailing scale. It's definitely way heavier than my little mailing scale can support.
So do you
Actually,
think
you
it,
know what? It's showing as 1660 grams, so which is 3.10 pounds.
okay?
So
So
yeah,
you think it'll hack through an RC car?
you want to try? Maybe we'll try next week. That sounds like a great idea. Wow. I don't know if we can do that live, but yes, that sounds like a great idea. That is at least $100 idea. That's what I would say.
Oh,
I can't put this away
store credit.
without hurting something. But yeah, anyway, that sounds like a great idea, Mangler. That's why I knew I kept you around for a reason.
Yeah,
This is some good shit right here.
idea guy.
All right. Anyway, gotta run.
All right.
And yeah, all in all, I'm running this weekend. How about you?
No, no.
No. When's the next time you get to run?
Maybe New Year's Day.
New Year's Day. That's so far away. Where would that be?
Heroes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I might go
That's
out
cool.
there and practice. I might practice between now and then.
Yeah.
However, I just need like I was thinking about going Friday, but it's gonna get cold, and I don't fucking feel like dealing with it.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
it's gonna be like
Interesting.
68. I'm like, fuck all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
So anyway,
You know, raffle prizes, toys for Tots tribes. Tis the
yes,
season. Got to help the boys and girls out.
yeah,
And yeah, so hopefully we'll have some either funny stories from me or you next time. And
we'll make people laugh.
we do have to work on some of those videos though, because there's definitely some content coming.
Yep, yep.
I think that's what will drive the numbers. So, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Our numbers, I don't think have moved an ounce since the last week, but hopefully, Mangler said he'd even, make it singlet time if we just get to 500.
No, no, no. I'd wear the Sundapow shirt.
Oh, you'd wear your medium Sunpadao shirt.
That bitch ain't no medium. That's the thing. It's a small. It says 4X on it.
Well, could be good. I would like to see that. That's all
Well,
I gotta
I'm
say.
sure you would.
Does your head get through the hole, or you just have to like He-Man it
Barely.
over? Yeah.
Yeah, like it was a kind of a Costanza thing. You can't wear a
Yeah.
sweater. You're afraid to stretch it out. Yeah.
Do you think we could cut it off of you? Could that be the no?
You might have to because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my arms back out.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. I gotta say.
Anyway.
All right. Later.
You got to run.
Yeah. Thanks everybody.
All right,
Bye.
later. Bye.